Welcome to Civitai.com, the home of the generative AI art community. If you enjoy this video, please consider hitting us with a like and subscribing, as it'll go a long way in helping us continue to bring you the highest quality AI community content. Please enjoy the video. Boom. Let me just wait and see here. I want to see if what is up? What is up, everyone? What's going on? Boom. Okay, my Instagram is live. Boom. Let's see where. Let's make sure we are live on Twitch. Boom, we are live on Twitch. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special AI Artist Hour. Today, I am joined by my good friend and someone that you guys all know and love, my man, Enigmatic E. You all know who he is. E, say hello to the people.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm just, it's an honor to be here again.
Man, so, okay, just so everyone is aware, we are live in a couple different places. We are live on my Instagram feed. We are live on twitch.tv/Civitai. We are live on LinkedIn. We are live on X. And we're live on YouTube. So wherever you are watching us, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. So today, E and I are just going to do like an AI art social media roundup. We crawled through Twitter, or X. I still feel the need to call it Twitter. I feel like if I say X, people still won't know what I'm talking about most of the time. Right. But we did a crawl through AI Twitter, and we just found a bunch of things that we thought were really cool, and we're going to watch them with you guys. We're going to talk about them. We're going to react to them, and we're just going to have some fun looking at really cool AI content that other people have made and that either inspired us or got some type of reaction out of us enough that we felt the need to share it with you guys. And we're going to share a couple little cool tools and tips and tricks and, you know, things from what we see along the way. But before we get into other people's work, we're going to talk about this guy right here real quick, because my man E has been blowing up recently with his Deadpool video, with his behind the scenes of his Deadpool video. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is insane. Insane. So, E, why don't you go ahead and kind of tell us a little bit about this, how long it took you to do this, and what the response has been since you posted this behind the scenes video.
Yeah. So I had this, I had just finished watching the movie, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And I think I just happened to see a video of somebody on a train or something. And I just, for some reason, I just connected those two things, maybe because I had the movie just fresh in my mind. And I just thought like, oh, I want to do something with that. So I just thought of like, okay, what if I use this technique that I've been using with the Viggle and Animate Diff, combining those things together to create this like animated style look. And so I thought like, okay, let me sit on the chair. Let me pretend I'm on a train or something. And then, looking at the window and whatever. And then it kind of just evolved into what it turned out to be. But yeah, so my process pretty much is like I said, you guys can watch that video or you can see it as it's playing right now, was, just record myself, run it through Viggle so that it can replace me with Deadpool. I just use like an image of Deadpool, like art of Deadpool, to kind of use it as a reference for Viggle to use and animate and make me pretty much the character. When you run it through Viggle, it doesn't look as clean as you would want it, but then it's a good start for you to run that to Comfy UI and then have Comfy UI like really clean it up and make it look super clean, just like you see in the video. And then I used a bunch of different tools there. I used Runway's image to video to animate the background, and After Effects to composite everything. But yeah, the video has been received really well. It's been shared a lot of times on Twitter. Weirdly enough, in LinkedIn, it has like 1 million impressions and shared tons
Hey,
of times. Yeah, and it's actually evolving AI. It's like an Instagram account that has like almost 2 million followers. Yeah, shared it, and they really liked this, so they wanted to share it with their followers. So yeah, it's been doing really good, and I'm super happy about it, to be honest. So yeah, it took me about probably 5 to 7 hours to finish. Um, there's a lot of like little things I had to figure out to see, to make it work. But yeah, it wasn't like a crazy amount of time. I mean, to some people that might be a lot of time, but um, if you
but
were to have to manually,
we
yeah,
know how long it would take on the other side of these tools, right?
yeah,
Like if we weren't using all the things you use to do this, we know how long it would take. So 5 hours is like a very small amount of time to give to make something like this.
right, yeah,
What so okay, Vigil went kind of viral a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. I don't even remember the time frames of things anymore because AI moves so fast.
right, yeah,
But
same,
Vigil went kind of viral from AI Warper posting the video of turning Little Yachty into Joker jumping
Mhm.
out onto stage. I still haven't even really messed with Vigil. For people that still aren't aware of it, tell them what Vigil is and kind of what it's used for.
Yeah, so Vigil is pretty much just like a way to animate anyone. You give it, like, a lot of people put like they feed it a video of like a dancer, and then they put an image of themselves, and then suddenly it's them dancing. It follows that image, and it animates it the way the subject is in the video. So like you can have like In Sync, Justin Timberlake doing Bye Bye Bye, and then you put an image of Deadpool, and suddenly you got Deadpool doing Bye Bye, like doing the dance from In Sync in that song, right? So that's kind of how it works. The simple explanation of how it works. But Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wait,
But I think it. I was just going to say, I think it got really viral, and it got popular because of how easy it is to use. You just need a video footage, you need an image, and it does the rest for you. And you can even use it on an app on your phone, so it's even easier.
so you're using it though as like the first pass to get the character transformation, and then you're getting the character details by reinforcing it with another IP adapter thing in Comfy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because when you're doing, for example, um, like let's say I'm running a video of me how I look right now, and I feed it into Comfy. Uh, you can't really use, like, for example, um, like certain control nets, because it's going to try to follow the how I look, because
Mm.
it's trying to make like the lines, the outlines, and stuff like that.
Oh, I got
Uh,
you. I got you.
and so you are kind of limited in that way, and it will transform you, but you have to use certain control nets to kind of make it work, like open pose, because open pose doesn't follow like it follows more like the skeleton of it, tries to detect like certain parts of your body, where your head is, where your shoulders are, where your hands are, and all that stuff. But it doesn't follow, like, it doesn't see that I have glasses on, it doesn't see that I have a hat on, right? But when you use Vigil, you can use like so many different control nets with it. You can use canny, you can use depth, you can
Mm.
use all these things, and because you use Vigil to transform the character, and just it follows your movements. So that's why I think it's such a great tool, because of that.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Right on, man. Well, dude, 1 million impressions on LinkedIn, I feel like is especially for that platform, I feel like that is super viral. That's
That
crazy.
that was unexpected to me. Like, I woke up one day and I had like all these comments. I'm like, what? Like, people. There was already people arguing back and forth about whether what I was doing was ethical or not, and I was just like, what? Like, okay. I,
Bro, I saw a video last night of someone that made a 3D dancing Deadpool doing bye bye bye. But okay, I get it. He modeled the 3D character. It's still Deadpool. Like, he still doesn't own the rights to the character or the NSYNC song. So like, where are we really drawing the line? Is the line drawn just because of hours spent?
Right.
And I feel like that's a loaded question, because with the people that get mad about this stuff, it's always going to be a moving goalpost. Like, no matter what we make, you're never going to make anyone happy. So you might as well just make the stuff you want to make, period.
Yeah. Just ignore it and just have fun.
And then one last thing we'll look at here before we start looking at other people's stuff, because I think this is super cool too, is just like perfect example of combining just like real life footage and recording with some new tools like Runway Gen 3, where it's, take your video, do whatever you're going to do, and then take the last frame of that video, throw it in there, and boom, you have special effects that literally took you however long it took you to prompt, and maybe a couple different times running it till you got something that you like. Like this could be a commercial.
To me, I feel like there's so much potential with this that hasn't been tapped yet. Like, I'm sure there have been people who have done this, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people have done it, but I haven't seen it, I think, enough, where people just do something like a movement and then have the AI do something crazy and wild with it, just at a certain frame. Kind of like, you remember how Deformed, they were doing that? Kind of something to that vein. Where
they would, and then it would do the zoom in thing.
Yeah, and then suddenly it transformed into something completely crazy and wild. I think that a lot can be done with this kind of these kind of tools.
So since we're still talking about that, I want to actually take a look at the video that Runway posted, because I found myself coming back to this all week long, because I thought it was so well done. You saw the New York video, right? Their like example of combining the VFX with real life. Have you seen that one?
No, I don't think I've seen that one. I get it. You got to show it.
Yeah. So, okay, wait, we're going to switch to this view real quick, and then we're going to full screen this bad boy. Boom. Okay. This is sick. This is sick. I was so inspired by it. Yeah. I was so inspired by this video this week.
Okay.
Just wait for it.
Oh, okay.
Like, come on.
Yeah. I see it. Man, there's like I said, there's so much potential with this that's not being. I think I saw AI Warper tweet the other day. He said that when the iPhones had just come out, they had like these weird apps, like one that made it seem like you're drinking beer from, like, it looked like it was like a jug of beer, like a jug of beer when you hold the phone like this on the screen, and it looked like you're
yeah.
Or like it's a lighter or something like that. Like, there's all these apps that are just like people just didn't know what to do with all this tech, right? And he was saying that a lot of people are doing that with AI right now, that they just don't know what to do. Like, and I think this is a good example of that, because I feel like right now we're just running generations. We put an image, we just run it, and it does something crazy, right? But there's so much more. There's so much layers you can put into this. By adding real life footage, going out into the world, taking photos, and all these different ways of playing with these tools to just make it super unique and interesting.
So that comment that was just on the screen here, I'll bring it back right here. Chaotic Diffusion said, "We get new tools so frequently that it's really hard to explore their potential until the next thing comes out." So let's talk about this for a second, because I have pretty strong opinions on this, where it's like, even this past week, everyone has been infatuated with Flux. That's what all the hype has been. That's where everyone has been. I don't immediately have a strong use case for just like straight image generation like that myself. I touched it. I got it. Like I got with a couple friends, and we got it up and running. So it's there if I need to use it, but I put my energy back into the thing that I'm passionate about. How do you feel like you're someone who tries all the new stuff that comes out because you literally do it for your YouTube channel and you
Right.
share it with everyone? How do you balance out all the new tools that are constantly being just like bombarding us lately?
Well, if I'm going to be like real honest, a lot of the stuff, whenever I do talk about something new that comes out and I share it on YouTube or like I do a video about it, I probably just play around with it for a few hours and then I just don't touch it ever again. So like there are just things that I'm still using, like that's considered old. Like I still use 1.5 models, like when I generate my stuff. Like uh, to me, there's just so much there still to discover and to explore that. Yeah, I'll tap in to see, okay, what's the new thing? Can I use that new thing with my old, with the pipeline that I have and the just kind of the technique that I'm using, and can it improve it? If not, then okay, like I'm still going to be messing around with this to see what I can do with this. And I think at the end of the day, for me, what's more valuable than just like the new toy is having good ideas. You know what I mean? I think good ideas are way more valuable to me, at least in my view, than having the newest tool, like the newest toy. You know, if you can use old tech, but if you have a good idea, you can do something that just blows people's mind. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it.
No, man. And that brings me back to what I always say, which is going forward, I personally believe that the most valuable asset we all have are our ideas. And that is the only thing that is going to be sacred anymore, because we're already seeing it. Look how many tools have come out where people don't have to install anything. They don't need to have any specific type of hardware. All of these video generation tools people can use on Macs. They can do it on their laptops. Hell, last night when if I get an image, or if I see an image that I'm really excited about on the fly, I'll save it to my phone. I'll open up Runway or Luma on my phone in my browser and just do something real quick and prompt it in there. So I don't even have to be on a computer to use these things. I can do it from the browser on my cell phone. In a world where anyone can create anything they want at any given time, what helps us separate ourselves from one another?
Right.
The ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's essential. Like if that's really what's going to make you stand out, like from the crowd, from just,
yeah.
Ideas and stories are what distinguish a creator. Yeah. Exactly.
So the thing that I am excited about is like with stuff like this, though, is more people now have the ability to tell compelling stories without having to dive through all of the technical hardware limiting hoops.
Yep.
Which I think is, it like broadens the range of what we're going to see. And I saw this, I was really inspired. I watched this a bunch of times and it's just like, yeah, man, crazy times ahead. But speaking of flux, there have been these images that have been going around. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen these things in my feed today. These images were all generated using Flux. So these are not real people. Like they're not real people whatsoever.
You know what's so crazy? Like all the logos in the background, like are they like real logos? Like one looks like almost like a Spotify. I don't know.
Okay, so when you study the background, so okay, that looks like Amazon. It's trying to be. It looks like it's trying to be Amazon, but that is clearly an N right there. So that says like Amazon, but it knows what it's doing.
It kind of looks like it's like it's like the motion blur from like, but then she's in focus, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But yeah, it's still impressive that it kind of has it has even that little arrow at the bottom of it and everything. It's very 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 interesting.
Yeah, we got to start the new AI version of Wish.com and call it Amazon. But no, these like
Ted, yeah,
if that was an X instead of an M, that would be perfect.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how far we've gone, especially something that you can use locally on your computer for free. Technically, some people will say, "Well, you have to buy a computer," but yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
Because this is like think okay, look, this one actually says Google in the back.
That's crazy.
But what sells it to me is the bokeh, the fact that Google
Yeah.
is correct, and what was the telltale sign that we could tell that someone was AI generated before, right?
It was always the fingers. Yeah.
It was always the
Fingers.
fingers or the ears or the nose or like it. For some reason, as smart as this stuff is and as good as it is at doing a lot of things, it was not good at this. And dude, look at that. The hands are like perfect.
Bro, like the stock footage websites that used to pay, you used to charge for images like this, it's over for them. Like, why would you ever pay for any stock images ever again?
I didn't want to be the one to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, why? Why? If you can just generate your stock image and then let's say you want to animate your stock image and then you get this. You
That's
get
crazy.
this is an image created with Flux. This is not a real person, guys. This is not a real person. I'm sure there are a number of people watching this right now that are not super familiar with AI stuff in general, especially on the Instagram side of things. This is not a real person. This is an AI generated image that is then animated with an AI video tool.
Yeah. I think that for some of us who are used to seeing AI, we can kind of still tell. But I think for an average person, they would not be able to tell that it's AI. I mean, it's very convincing. But I think some of us have seen so much AI footage, and I mean, I do video editing too, so I'm always watching like video footage of people and stuff. So I can kind of still see that it's AI, but at a quick glance, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Dude, it's insane. And it's so the things, look at the Google on the lanyard, on the
Oh yeah,
little,
that's crazy.
boom, it's got the colors. It's spelt correctly. Sure, it looks a little like blurry or but that could also just be like a printing error. Cause sometimes when the companies make the lanyards or whatever, this is super, super passable. And oh man, it's just like this. I had a feeling before any of these video tools even came out, when we were still just animate diffing, I had a feeling that all this stuff was going to drop right around election time.
Of course.
But yeah, these videos and these images have been blowing up on Twitter today. I can't scroll more than like 5 or 10 things without seeing this girl in the image, and then other people are animating her using other video tools too, but she's not a real person. Which also, where is the other not a real person one? This is okay. Since we're on the subject of real people, think of this as a PSA, okay? For all you guys out there and for all you people out there. This is an AI generated image. Now, this one, if we look closely and not take it at face value off of first glance, we can tell that this is not a real person because that is a big ring finger. Do you guys see how big that ring finger is? Bro,
But what if she hurt her finger, got swollen? It could have. There could be reasons.
I promise you that if she hurt her finger and her finger got that swollen, she would be holding the camera with the other hand. Oh, God, the comments.
What else? That
Oh, bro, but it's like it did the r/stable diffusion. It put the date on the card. This is wild. And so I look at this and I think about how many people are going to get got with stuff like this, because it's going to happen.
Yeah, send me a photo where you're doing a peace sign, like a piece of paper that says like today's date or something. It's like, yeah, you got to be careful out there.
And especially on Facebook, man. On Facebook, in those Facebook groups, there's a lot of people roaming Facebook that have no idea what's going on, and I see AI images that to you, me, and probably 95% of the people in this chat, they would see the image and they'd be like, yeah, right. But there are people on those images like commenting on it like that is a real person or a real animal or something. And Syntax said it, that's the sentiment. It's like
boomers are doomed. I think Facebook, the Facebook you can convince almost like most people on there.
Don't give away my plan. Sorry, Cosmic. And then, oh my God, this, that kills me right there. My mom thinks that Joe Biden is a lizard person because of AI. Please pray for her. Hey man, we're not here to confirm or deny things.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Now that we got all of the real people stuff out of the way, let me move this so we can take a look at this full screen. Paul Trillo, along with some other really talented AI artists from our community, someone who has been on the stream too, Make It Rad. I'm trying to remember who the full team that was on. It was Make It Rad, Visual Frisian, who was also on the stream. Shout out to Visual Frisian and Make It Rad. Citizen Plane, Caliard, Itsuki. I just want to make sure everyone gets their credit. This video is so cool, and they show their behind the scenes of how they did it somewhere. I gotta see if I can find the BTS one, but they made this video for Lenovo. You know, the laptops. This is rad, man.
Yeah, it's hard to appreciate. I mean, I appreciate it, but I think when you see the behind the scenes, you just have so much more appreciation of the work that was put into this.
Yeah, let me see if he put the behind the scenes on his Twitter or if that's only on Instagram.
He didn't put it on his Twitter. Looks like.
Damn. Okay, we're gonna pull it up on Instagram real quick so that people can see the behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind the scenes is like, I think what's great about behind the scenes that it really helps you think of like, oh, so I could do something like this, you know? I mean, maybe not the dancing part, but just like record yourself and do something like a concept like this.
Yeah, like I know this is kind of small, guys, but if you look at the bottom, they have the workflow and kind of what's going on with the video input footage. And on the top, it's the output. And it just really makes you appreciate the amount of work that goes into this. You like a lot of people, I see these comments all the time, all over Instagram, on E's work, on my work, on everyone's work. A lot of people that put a lot of time and effort into making these things who have VFX backgrounds. One of the top comments I see is, what was the prompt? Someone will comment on this video and say all he did was prompt for dancing cloud people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing, man. That misconception from people who just have no idea. Because yeah, it takes. I can tell that this took a lot of work, a lot of planning, um, probably a lot of storyboarding too. They probably have all these drawings. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, um, and yeah, it takes a lot of just imagination to do something like this. I know Hook. Is that how you say Hook, the dancer? Like I'm
Hawk,
familiar with
Hawk,
him. Hawk.
Hawk. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, he's an amazing dancer. I'm familiar. I'm pretty sure you were familiar with him
Hmm.
because like you're in the dance world. I love it. He's a very creative guy, and so I'm sure a lot of he had a lot of input with this, or if not, maybe the whole idea or something. Um, but yeah, he's amazing. Uh, he's a really amazing guy and very very creative. Um, but yeah, this is just a good example of how just having a good idea can create something so just unique.
That was cold.
Oh,
The
the hands,
hand
yeah, the hands.
transition he did when he came
Oh man,
down onto the cloud, bro. Yeah, so like this is a perfect example showing that all these tools, if you have the desire to take this stuff further and you have the capability and the ability, like the free time to learn some stuff. So let's say you got into doing art with AI, and before that, you weren't really doing any like creative stuff, but you want it to be creative. And AI now opened that door for you. This is why you should put a little bit of time and effort into at least learning the foundations of some other creative tools like Premiere Pro or After Effects or Photoshop, because the more control and the better that you can operate outside of AI with these creative tools, the more control you have over what the AI does, and it suddenly doesn't feel like a lottery.
right, yeah. Cosmic Crafter said, "I have come to respect how much storyboarding matters." Yeah,
That's something
definitely.
that's something I still have to get better at. I totally have to get better at storyboarding.
Yeah,
I'll sit there and wrestle with an idea for hours because I didn't storyboard, and I'll end up with like 10 variations of the full video because the storyboard is happening as I'm just doing it. But all right, shout out to Paul Trillo. That guy is always doing. And wait, actually, before we move on from Paul, he did. So Paul was also one of the first ones to use Runway Gen 3, and he made these like infinite zoom music videos
oh yeah,
with it. And this also is very well done.
yeah. This one got a lot of attention too.
Um,
It was so good.
Newbie lady, any recommendations on tutorials for storyboarding? That is definitely something that I know that you could just punch into YouTube and you'll get bombarded with like a million ways to storyboard. So
Somebody
that
said somebody said Chat GPT for plotting. Well, yeah, and Chat GPT I think probably could help with a lot of that too. Just with ideas, I mean, and then storyboarding probably, yeah, you have to look into that. There probably is tools and templates for you to follow.
so I do know. Okay, so just to throw it out there, I do know. As far as tools go, a really cool tool that I know. There's two tools that I know a lot of people use. One is Millinote. Millinote is really dope, and you can do a lot with it. That's free. So Millinote and also Miro. Miro is really cool, but I would recommend probably going with Millinote. Millinote is a really, really good storyboarding tool. But all right, shout out to Paul Trillo. That guy is always one step ahead. Um, I had marked this because I thought this was a really cool little call out to a Gen 3 prompt that not a lot of people will probably think of, because I know when I'm prompting these things, I'm thinking about the camera movement, right?
Mm.
Sometimes my brain just goes like so far into the camera movement direction that I forget about everything else. But so this guy right here, AI Artwork Gen, said that using this prompt in Gen 3, candid documentary footage, behind the scenes interview, produced these type of outputs for him. Like, that is really, really good.
You know, it's so interesting how it has the subject kind of to the side, not like in center of the frame so much, because it's almost as if they're talking, like, so that it gives space towards the direction towards the person that they're talking to, that's the one that's interviewing them. Yeah, that's really cool.
This one is cool because they like, it looks like they're, yeah, look at that. Like they're interacting with each other.
Yeah. They look like like twins though. They're like or like siblings for sure.
It's funny too, right? When these things animate the faces, once faces start to turn, they start to turn into like other people a little when it loses the full context of the image that you gave it. But this one I thought was the most impressive because they turn towards each other, they look at each other, and it's like she's talking to him and he's listening, he nods. So that one was really cool. And then this one too, he said she's smiling as she talks.
With Runway, you can pretty much do speech, sync speech to your generations now. So that just that has been something that has been super probably useful for a lot of. It will probably be very useful for a lot of people.
Oh, the lip sync function, right?
Yeah.
And they also just added the ability to choose whether you want the image you're feeding it to be the start frame or the end frame.
Oh, the end frame, yeah.
Yeah. So now you can do the same.
I'm not sure if Luma has the lip sync feature. No, it doesn't. They'll probably have it at some point.
They just have the frame selections and the interpolation on lock.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing that they definitely.
Runway, I'm telling you guys, if you come out with the vertical video thing, you'll win the race. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We just want vertical video, Runway.
Vertical and start and end frame, and then you're good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, this was a dope one. Okay, I got to full screen this one. So again, this one I saw, this is this guy taking the full pipeline from Photoshop with AI to live portrait and getting the end results. Check this one out, guys. So he's drawing in Photoshop or Photopea. I think it's Photoshop though, in real time on the left. The right is what it's generating for him, and then he's animating it using live portrait.
That is wild, man. So this is the part where I think if artists and creatives were to just embrace AI, where they would excel and they would be all of us, you know. It's like,
but 100%. This to me, like, it takes a creative mind to look at all the separate tools that aren't being marketed together and figure and think like, oh, I can use this for this and then this for that. Like the real, because I also see, so if you guys see, let me pause the video real quick. If you see this little thing right here, if anyone uses Magnific, I know chat always wants to burn me at the stake whenever I say the M word. But if anyone uses Magnific, there's a Magnific plugin for Photoshop where you can do the upscaling natively in Photoshop now.
And it's using Magnific for it?
You have to have an account and be logged in, but it's pulling your Magnific credits and stuff into Photoshop, so you now can just do it directly in the program.
That's wild.
So, and I see this guy has the plugin, so he's
Yeah.
doing real-time stable diffusion, upscaling it in Photoshop, and then running it through Live Portrait to animate the image, which is crazy. And Cosmic Crafter actually said, is that Phil's comfy node? So for those of you that don't know, our good friend Phil, aka Machine Delusions, has been coding and working on a comfy node to allow you to open up and run an instance of Photopea, which is the open source free version of Photoshop. I don't know how they're getting away with it. Directly in Comfy UI. So if you guys haven't used Phil's nodes yet, I suggest you go download that node pack. But
he showed it to me the other day, like 2 days ago. I was talking to him and he showed it to me and I was like, what? You can open like a Photoshop style app in Comfy, you can draw on it and then press save, and it saves it in the Comfy session that you already have. You don't have to like export it, import it, export it, import it. It just it's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. I think the winner too is going to be wherever we find that we can use all these things without having to jump between different applications.
Man.
Once those bridges get built, it's going to get even better. But Lola, our good friend Lola Viscera, said, what are your thoughts on Kling? I am going to show you what my thoughts on Kling are by showing you some things that I made in Kling that I haven't really posted too many places yet. So let's get this thing down. I made this from an image of blueberries. Wait, I think I have to... Boom. Okay. This is from just images. And this was the starting image. This is what I put into Kling. Okay. The longer we watch it, the worse it's going to get. The longer you watch it, the worse it gets. I promise. This is...
Oh, no.
It's the...
Oh, no. Oh, what? Is it turning into puppies?
It's turning into puppies.
Oh my God, bro. That is wild.
Here we go.
How do you feel? Like, do you feel like it does things different than any other ones that you've used?
Okay, so Kling, what I personally have found using it. First, let's get one thing straight. I was only able to get this because I extended it like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
In the initial clip with my prompt of like the blueberries turning into puppies, I saw like the little like it was like wiggling a little, and it looked like the blueberries were like trying to come to life, but it didn't quite get there. So I extended it, and then they started to pop out. And then I extended it again, and then I really got the good stuff.
Okay. It took a few tries.
It took a few tries, but like, especially this little guy. And then if you like look, you can see like the tails, but he's had
berries. Oh my God.
It's so crazy, man. And there's an account on Instagram that Sir Spence showed me that is like, they have a bunch of these and they're all wild. It's like bananas turning into parrots, and it's just like, it's crazy. And then because we're here, I'm going to show you guys one more. I apologize in advance. Some of you might have already seen this, but I'm going to show you one more, and I apologize.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
I'm sorry. Just know that I didn't mean for this to happen, and this is just what it gave me. Okay, this is just what it gave me. Okay, wait, we gotta take the pup berries off the screen because these are definitely not pup berries. So
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what the hell is that, man?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at there's turning the little pieces though.
Oh my god, dude. This looks disgusting, man. Oh my god.
This might have been shortly after a talk with Lola about something, because this is like right up her alley too. But
Oh,
I was trying to get the slices of steak to just turn into slugs and like crawl away off the plate. But but it the first video it gave me back, the first thing it gave me back, it was just like poof, and the thing hopped on the screen. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, that would definitely ruin your appetite. Somebody said that. Like, I think I don't. Yeah, I'm no longer hungry. Said some guy said. A new blighty.
No,
New
see,
blighty.
Engelstein's my man though. Still not making me a vegan. There you go. Oh man, but yeah. So okay, Kling I think does really well at taking singular images and bringing them to life and breathing life into them. I haven't gotten anything good using a starting image in Kling and having it animate the image. So I do find myself using Runway and Luma a lot more when I do that type of video stuff. What's the next one? Oh, dude, perfect.
Oh yeah, this one's great.
Perfect. We gotta check out this one. This one is sick. Wait, let's get this one up here. Boom. And this is right up your alley, because you legit started making pixel art, right? Like you were making pixel art before you were doing any of the AI stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like I love this. To me, this is just, when I saw this, I just right away I just thought it was really cool. I think in the description it says he's using the forum, right? But then that zoom in, that had to be done like in like After Effects. I don't know. How do you think he did that?
So okay, I don't have enough deforum experience to have like a strong like input on that. But the zoom in, if you look at the way it zooms and watch the way the stuff morphs, that looks like a deforum zoom.
Oh yeah. What I mean by zoom, I guess, is the background is definitely all deform. I can tell. I think just the character, I don't think that's in the forum. I think that.
Nah, I would say the character is not the forum. I would say the character is like animate diff or something.
Yeah, and I think when the background is zooming in, I think they're using some kind of editing software to also zoom in the character, and I guess that's what this person did for this.
Yeah, and I do think they did a really good job keyframing the character to keep his feet right on the black thing,
right
on the bevel of the Game Boy. But I thought this was really well done. I love pixel art stuff.
Oh yeah,
old school Tetris vibes. Like the background looks super nice and stable. Is it? But do you think so? You think this is just like Parsec deforum still in Automatic 1111?
I don't know if it's with Parsec. I know that there's a few more other options to use deforum. Like there's like the actual website that they have now. So it could have been done there. It's so much easier to use that way on their website. But I'm not sure. Oh, who's the artist on this?
Yeah, shout out to this. Well, this was posted by Art on Tap. Is that let's see if this is.
No, I think that the artist, let me see. Oh, unless it's their.
No, I think this is their, AI enthusiast, animator, and stylizer.
Okay, yeah, then it's definitely.
He just doesn't have a whole lot of Twitter followers. So if you guys want to, shout out to Art on Tap. If you guys want to go give him a follow, it looks like he makes all kinds of really cool things. I'll actually give him a follow right now.
Yeah, I think he submitted something on the contest, Project Odyssey contest too. Yeah, but he's really good.
Yeah, this clearly I think is very good usage of deforum. See, here he has deforum and animate diff tagged. So,
Oh wow, that looks really cool. Damn.
yeah, just really like everything just feels very nicely done. There's a good like style direction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Good find on this one. Oh, he did the childish Gambino, the This Is America video.
I think here he might be using the forum. It looks like it could be the forum.
This looks like deforum, but this is still sick. This is sick. There's something about the older automatic 1111 deforum warp style that I still love. I still think holds up.
Yeah, I think like somebody mentioned earlier about like moving on to the next big thing. I feel like there's still a lot of stuff in the forum that hasn't been explored.
Cool. And then okay, let's take a look at this one. Emma Catnip is actually going to be our guest on the stream next week, Thursday. And Emma has been making these super cool, stylized things in Animate Diff.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Like, this is sick. This is a shorter clip, but let's go to her page and see something a little bit longer. Like this was the one that I found her through.
I remember this one. Yeah, this was amazing.
Yeah, this is so sick, man. Oh, that's good.
So good, man. So creative.
I'm really excited to talk to her and just kind of figure out where her head is at when she's making this and coming up with ideas and how she figures out the transitions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if where she got the footage from, if she shot it herself or if she got it from somewhere like a stock footage or something.
Judging by the way a lot of this looks, and I could be wrong, but I think she's using stock footage because I'm just like looking at the motions and the stuff that the people are doing, and to me it reads a lot like stock footage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's still like very, very, very cool.
Yeah, shout out to Emma. We're really looking forward to having you on next week. This stuff is so rad, and it has such a distinct aesthetic that you don't see in a lot of stuff. It almost actually just looks like some trippy retro animation.
Yeah, it's like kind of like I mean, I you know, things that it kind of remind me of like the 60s, kind of like a 60s vibe.
Exactly. And man, I've been shouting him out on a bunch of the streams lately, but Remy has been doing such cool retro animations that's like, I'm a huge fan of that stuff now. But yeah, Emma's doing a lot of really cool stuff using a lot of different tools. What was the next thing that I had? If you guys want to follow Emma, it is at Emma Catnip over on Twitter. Go ahead and look her up and give her a follow. She's doing some great stuff. Okay, man. This came from this guy right here. Let's make sure we get to the. Okay, maybe we don't go to his full page because maybe he's got some questionable stuff on there. But if you haven't seen this guy on Instagram, go look him up. Dopido. He was making just like really great surreal portraits of things, and now that he has these video tools, he's starting to do the video side. And I don't know, I kind of have like a sweet spot for some of this like back rooms creepy type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I don't know, I think these are cool.
I feel like didn't like Kanye West do like a music video with a lot of kind of something like this similar?
Bro, this is Kanye's entire wardrobe for the week, period.
Yeah, pretty much, right? all black.
The werewolf though, the werewolf with the lifting the weights, that would
Let's see that.
where was he? Dude,
that is hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's absolutely hilarious.
I think it's funny that he injected some humor in there with all that other dark stuff.
That's hilarious. And then
I mean, there's a lot of humor. Like, yeah, it's oh my god. Yeah, I mean, all of it's pretty much humor. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. This particular creator makes a lot of really cool, like very, very surreal stuff. If you want to be inspired, go check his stuff out. On Instagram, it's this right here at Doopy-doo. I'll put that in the chat so you guys can just get the spelling there. But
Doopy-doo.
Yeah, so go look him up. His stuff is always very inspiring. Here is something really cool that will be useful. This might be useful in Flux too. This might be useful in Flux. I don't know because we don't have no, we do have kind of like an IP adapter low style diffusion thing we can do in Flux. But this was something that Dreaming Tulpa in Twitter posted. Now, this is more so going to be if you use Midjourney at all, but he generated a Claude script where I will copy this. Shout out to Pixel Pusher. Pixel Pusher turned me on to this. I put the link to this Claude script in the chats. I'll actually put it in my Instagram too, in case anyone wants it. This script right here. So let's say we copy and paste an image. So, okay, I have this image of these bananas right here. Don't ask me why I have this random image of bananas right there. But when I copy and paste the image of the bananas in there, it gives me the exact color palette from the image. It generates the color palette directly from the image. If you do anything with video, if you do anything with graphic design, you know how valuable this is.
Yeah, definitely. I would have to do this like in Photoshop, and I keep forgetting how I do it. Like every single time I have to look up a tutorial to get the colors that are being used in the image, because sometimes it's useful for like different kinds of things that yeah, if you run this through Midjourney and stuff, that it's going to give you some good images.
Yeah, man, this is you can save this image and then you have your color palette, and you can use your color palette for whatever you want. But if you the context that he was showing this in is that if you throw the color palette into Midjourney as a style reference, you can then generate this. You can use the style reference, put in your prompt, and then it'll generate the images based on the color palette that you fed it. Where like you see, this is the color palette that he fed it. Are we getting hit with bots right now? I'm glancing at the chat. I'm like, are we getting hit with bots right now?
It's just a bullcrap.
I don't know. Must not be only bots watching because you are here.
Banned.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thanks, Hirotaku. I appreciate you. But yeah, guys, that link right there, let me put it back in because it got pushed up a little. This is wildly valuable. Nope, that is not the link. All right, give me 1 second here. Boom. There we go. Put that in your favorites and use this to grab color palettes from images. Shout out to who made this? It was Dreaming Tulpa. Shout out to you. You can take this color palette and you can use it to influence the color and the styles of your images. So
super useful.
That is insanely useful. And then the next thing I had here, boom, we did that one already. This was from a little while ago at the, I think, Apple launch, but maybe not everyone has seen this. We're getting generative AI emojis.
Yeah, it's crazy.
On our phones, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember so many people would be like, when are we going to get like this kind of emoji? When are we going to get that kind of emoji? And sometimes I really don't know why it's so hard for, I'm sure there's some reason, but why it's so hard for Apple to just put out more emojis. But with this, I mean, you just create your own and just do whatever.
Smiley, relaxing, wearing cucumbers, lox and bagel. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to like put an emoji for the food I'm actually trying to reference, and it's just not there. I'm going to use this all the time. Then, yeah, from the Stable Diffusion subreddit, a good cat post is too good to not pass up. This is like,
oh, this is too cute, man. Catwalk.
I love me some anamorphic, stylish, swagged out animals. Like this is
actually really, really, really cool.
This is peak AI right here. This is actually peak AI. And then also from r/Stable Diffusion, this caught my eye. I thought this was really cool. Nice. I felt like the motion here and the aesthetic, like this was really well done.
Oh yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah,
that looks like a video game cutscene.
Dude, look how crazy real that looks.
Yeah. That looks hilarious. Oh my god, that was so random too. Like
it's all cyberpunk, and then you get Pikachu on the motorbike. Let's go back to that part.
That's
bro. That's this is like the secret character you unlock in Cyberpunk.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh, you know what? Average Joe? I will. Let's pull up my man Permagrin, because Perma actually made a video the other week that I thought was so insanely good, and I don't know that it got the love that I thought that it should have got. So, wait for it. This is amazing.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Do you guys get what's going on here? Do you guys see what's happening here? This is amazing.
This is crazy. I love it.
And it was so well done.
That is insane, dude.
He literally just took you on a journey through the entire city in a 360-degree radius. So looking at this, can you name all the tools that you think he used to pull this off?
I would say he probably used Luma Labs, starting image, and then got the last frame from that generation, and then fed it again, and then just kept giving it the last frame from every generation.
So Luma Labs, yes, but this is the frame to frame in Luma, but the in betweens are animate diffs of images that he generated. So he's doing he's generating the images, he's running them through animate diff to get a looping animation, and then he's taking the last frame of the animate diff animation and using that as the frame in Luma to transition to the next animate diff.
So you mean like right here when all those things, the lights are blinking and going crazy, that's an anime diff?
That's animate diff.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that doesn't look like what Luma Labs would generate, because yeah, like that to me, just like I never seen Luma Labs ever generate something like that. That's why it really stood out to me right away, and I was like, what is that? But that makes sense. Yeah, anime diff would do something like that though.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Permagrin. This one felt like a breakthrough for him, and I wish more people got to see it. It probably just didn't seep into the algorithm because it was a little on the longer side, but this was really, really well done. And you guys want the link? Here you go. I will give you guys the link. The link is in the YouTube and the Twitch chat. If you guys have not seen him or you don't follow Permagrin, go follow Permagrin. He has always been doing some really, really incredible stuff. And he works really hard at all the stuff he makes. Like, shout out to Permagrin. I got to get him on the I got to get him on the stream too.
Yeah, he's really good.
He does a lot of skateboarding and surfing stuff. So he had a couple skateboarding and surfing animate diff ones go really viral, and he's really big in kind of like the skate world.
Yeah, really cool stuff from him.
Just very, very nice looking, and he's a really great guy to top it all off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else or anything I've seen on Insta lately that we could show that I haven't yet. The dog.
Oh my god.
Oh, the dog got scary. It gets scary for a second. Right on. Shout out to Permagrin. No, man. Yeah. That actually got us to the hour. So I think that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that was really a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Is there? Yeah. So let's wrap it up here. E, is there anything you're working on right now that you want to shout out before we sign off to the people here?
Not anything that's ready to be shown at the moment. But maybe next time I'll have something.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely trying to do much more of these reactionary type streams. And I think it's also a good way for us to sit down and really digest all of the stuff that kind of like pass through our view throughout the week that maybe we don't get to fully enjoy because we're just so busy scrolling or working or doing whatever it is we're doing. So I definitely want to do more of these. We're going to rotate guests. Anytime you want to come on here and watch cool AI videos with me, you are more than welcome, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Lola, thank you for she's saying she likes the setup. And then Average Joe said, thank you both so much. This is awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me again. I always enjoy these kind of things. And I always have fun. So I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, man. No, wait, let me wait. Let me, what am I doing?
Boom. Thank you for everybody that's watching. And if I missed the comment where you were mentioning me, I think I seen a few that I didn't really acknowledge, but I saw it likely. So
yeah, no, guys, thank you so much. As you can tell, every week we're exploring a couple different content types and formats, and we're trying to bring something new and fresh to you guys, and we're just trying to figure out what what we enjoy doing, what you guys enjoy on the streams, and just figure out where the path is taking us. So we are exploring this together. Everyone that's here, I think at some point we might have just touched 1,000 people watching the stream across all the platforms. If if not, we were really close. We were at like 900 something. So shout out to everyone that's watched us everywhere on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, on Twitter, on X. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back here on Monday with Allie's Office Hours stream. And then Thursday, we will be having Emma Catnip joining me on the guest creator session. So don't miss it. Next Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific. Friday, we'll probably do another one of these, and I'll figure out who to have on with me to laugh at things. So, dude, E, you are a legend, my friend. Keep doing your thing. I'm always very stoked to see whatever the next thing you do is, because it makes me sit down and say, damn, I have to up my game again.
Likewise, man. I see your stuff and I'm like, man, I gotta up my game. So
wait. Do you mind if real quick before we leave, if I show them the breakfast sausage yoga?
Bro, you gotta show it.
The breakfast sausage yoga, guys.
You gotta show it. You gotta show it.
If you haven't kept up with me on Instagram at all, I've been doing these breakfast food things, and this video, when it came out, I was very happy with how this video came out. Breakfast sausages doing, it's not showing. Wait, where I gotta turn my screen back on. Boom, here we go. Okay. Breakfast sausages doing yoga on pancake yoga mats.
Sick.
Is a breakfast sausage yoga class.
Chaotic Diffusion says, feed us, daddy.
Some of my newer followers on Instagram have started referring to me as Breakfast Daddy, because I've been going crazy with these food things, with the egg on the wall and everything. Yeah, I'm trying to build little breakfast food worlds now. That's kind of my personal initiative on the weekends. So yeah, but thank you guys. We appreciate you. If you're not following E already, go find him on all platforms at Enigmatic E, except on Twitter. Remind me what your Twitter handle is. I know it's different.
It's 8bit_E for Twitter.
All right, let's just get you up here, and let's give people the link so the people can find you if they have not already found you. Boom. So guys, make sure you're following E, and then I'll also link you guys to his link tree so you can find him on all the platforms, because he has a bunch of really great YouTube tutorials, and he is on Instagram. So if you're not following E already, go follow him on all of the things. With that being said, my name is Tyler. This is Civitai.com. E, thank you. All of you guys, thank you. This doesn't happen without all of you giving us your energy in the chat. This was a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend, everyone. Go make something cool. Peace.
Yes.